No, not yet. Now we are live. Let me check it out.
I'm alive.
This thing's working. Oh my god, oh my god. People, come to my channel.
Hello, people. Come in. Come
Come
to
in.
my gate of hell.
It's like a Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. Come in, enter, come in. Uh,
You.
okay, 8
Oh,
people
let us
are
know
watching us
you
right
are
now.
there. Type in a comment. Wave your
Okay.
hand.
Fala aí, galera. I will talk in Portuguese now. Fala aí, galera, beleza? Galera tá chegando aí no canal, para quem não tá entendendo aqui. Estou eu e a Mara, né? Vou mostrar aqui. A Mara, ela é minha professora aqui de vocal, certo? Ela é minha professora. Oi, Andresa, bem-vinda! Tá chegando a galera aí. They're arriving now. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you are my
Only
teacher.
please, not me.
Yes, you are my teacher. Oh, people, Marcus giving a hi for us. Batiste, Leonor.
Hi, Batiste.
Hello, people. I
Hello.
think this guy is off your channel. I think this
Batiste
guy.
is from France. Hi, Batiste.
Hello, guy. Hello, man. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers. I don't have nothing here. Oh my god.
Oh, come on, you're a vocalist. Where's your water bottle? The big jar.
What? My water bottle is empty. Oh my god. I forgot it.
Means you've done a good work. Hydrating.
Isso aí, a galera tá chegando aí. All the people arriving now. Okay. Type your questions, galera. Façam suas perguntas aí. Isso aí, galera. Façam suas perguntas. Vamos fazer essa live maravilhosa como sempre. Fechou? Então tá rodando lá, tá funcionando, tá tudo certo. Let me see one more thing. Okay. That's right.
Hi, Beatrice.
What? I can't believe she's here. Yes, she's here. Yes, she's here. I think now we can go on. Eu acho que agora a gente pode tacar pau no carrinho, mandar ver. Galera, é o seguinte, I'm going to explain what we are going to do now. Eu vou ser o tradutor da Mara e ao mesmo tempo o entrevistador, então eu vou fazer várias coisas ao mesmo tempo. Então tenham paciência, certo? Eu vou falando aqui, a gente vai conversando, eu vou traduzindo pro vocabulário BR de vocal, fechou? Então é isso aí. Vamos nessa. Let's do this. First of all, I want to thank you so much for being here on this channel, and thank you so much to be my teacher in these days.
Thanks for Gabriel.
And I want to know about you and introduce yourself, and I'm gonna translate for the guys here in Brazil.
Right. Oh my God, where do I start? Well, my name is Lisenko, and I am a metal singer and vocal coach from Riga, Latvia. And let me know if you know where Riga, Latvia is. So that's a very small country in Northern Europe. Currently, I live in Spain. That means I'm just traveling to different countries and live just temporary in different countries. So I have my own band, which is called MΑRA, and the band has been active since 2018. Thank you, Gabriel. So we have released 2 EPs, many music videos, and toured around Europe. Yeah, that's kind of basically it. I have my YouTube channel just like you do. I have vocal covers there, and also Tutorials, well, I'm actually filming more tutorials. I just finished one today, so you guys are first to know the new tutorials are coming. Whoop. I'm so excited about it.
I'm going to translate it, all of that. I will try it. Beleza? Galera, a Mara, ela é da Europa, certo? Ela é de uma cidade pequena lá da Europa. Ela agora está morando temporariamente na Espanha, né? Ela já faz um tempo que ela trabalha com rock, com metal, e que ela é vocal coaching, né? Ela tem uma banda chamada MΑRA, né? MΑRA Metal, que ela tem 2 EPs, que são... It's very heavy. I love it. It's very heavy. Your song is very heavy.
Time.
Yes. E então ela tá na estrada há um bom tempo aí em relação a vocal, né? Ela principalmente ela canta, ela faz turnê pela Europa toda, então ela já tá since how can I say it? You are touring since what a year? Well, I think it's 10 years or more. You are touring. You are doing shows.
With MΑRA?
Yes.
MARA is just 2-3 years old band. 3 years old band. So
okay.
No, but actually we just started right in the first year. First year we started to do shorter shows, and then the second year we started to tour. And guess what? We had to tour this year too. But yeah, everyone knows what.
COVID.
Yeah, I don't even want to say that name because everyone's just caught up with that.
And you have other bands. Since how much time you are a singer?
Oh my God! I started to sing on stage. I'm singing on stage since 2002, and I've 2002? Had many bands, metal bands, non-metal bands, everything basically. I cannot even count.
Okay.
At least
almost 10 years doing vocals. Is that correctly?
Yeah, I wish I would be, as what's the word? Conscious about my vocals straight from the beginning. I was not. I was just doing what I could, and back then in 2002, it's a pre-YouTube era, so it means no tutorials. Yes. I was just figuring out the sounds on my own. A lot of trial and error, of course, but I started to study vocals only in 2007 when I entered university. So I studied it in London, in England. So this is only when I started to kind of approach vocals professionally.
Are you studying lyrical vocals or was distortion? No, it was lyrical.
Oh my God, if I would knew back then that there are some schools who are teaching metal vocals, so wow, that would be amazing. But back then I could only find the contemporary music school. I was studying popular music, vocals, and performance, so yeah, no metal. I was still incorporating some of the screams in some rock songs, and some people liked it, some don't, so whatever. We just had fun.
I'm going to translate for the Brazilian. Oh, yes. Ok. Galera, eu perguntei para ela quanto tempo que ela é vocalista. Ela falou que ela faz mais de 20 anos que ela trabalha com o lance de vocal. Ela começou a estudar em 2007 vocal. Ela começou a estudar numa faculdade, era canto lírico no começo. Depois ela começou a se aprofundar em distorções, né? Essas coisitas todas. E, tipo assim, mano, até hoje ela tá estudando e tá trabalhando. Galera, é 20 anos estudando vocal, velho. 20 anos estudando vocal. Eu tô com 27, tá ligado? Tipo assim, eu faço um paralelo que, tipo assim, ó, mas 7 anos depois eu tinha nascido, tá ligado? Então, tipo assim, mano, ela manja muito. Então, é basicamente isso, galera. Ela é uma profissional da área, né? Então, ela manja muito bem. E ela, tipo, principalmente ela faz turnê com outras bandas e tal. Então, pelo jeito que ela falou ali, faz uns 20 anos também que ela já tem banda. Ela começou a estudar sozinha, como todo mundo aqui nesse canal. Que rala, né, sozinho para estudar tal. Lá na Europa ainda, né, que eu falo que na Europa é sempre, eles estão há 10 anos na frente da gente, mas ela foi estudando e foi se complementando e melhorando tal. I was talking about your student, just your study schedule, about, it's not schedule, your study story.
Oh,
Your
okay.
study story, okay. Let me check if there's some question here. Gabriel, você poderia fazer um tutorial de como cantar igual que a galera tá asking for Chris Baines, falar um pouco mais sobre as técnicas vocais que ele usa. I don't remember who is Chris Bainers. Chris Bainers is the vocal.
Man,
who is sorry. Chris.
Is he asking about? Is he asking about Chris Barnes use?
Yes, about the vocals 6 feet under.
6 feet
vocalist of 6 feet under.
Well,
okay.
Chris Barnes is a cannabinoid, right? We can just say he does the cannabinoid vocal technique if you would ask him.
Okay. No, the noid technique is kind of a mix. No, what is that?
Well, first of all, Chris Barnes has no technique. Okay, and this is something that people have to take in consideration that there are some screamers from which it is safe to learn and some screamers from which is not safe to learn. And although Chris Barnes is a legend, I would not suggest to take him as a reference for vocal techniques because he's doing some stuff and he's just getting along with that. Well, but he is using a false chord. He has a lot of that rattle going on. And then he jumps, yes, when he jumps on those high ends, he has this really weird high sound. And I have no clue what the hell is he doing there. I think he has no clue what he does there too as well. But overall, yeah, Chris Barnes is, so-called natural growler or screamer. So basically he does that without any technique. If you ask him, probably he has never ever done any vocal work, you know what I mean.
Okay. He never fucked up his voice or not? I don't know.
I don't know the story. I don't know. But
I don't know either.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, And again, no offense to Chris Barnes fans. I mean, he is a legend. For sure, definitely, but I would suggest to look for some healthier screaming references or growling reference in particular.
Ok. Let's translate. Galera, a Mara falou sobre o Chris Barnes, que ele é o vocalista do 6 Feet Under. Ela disse que é muito perigoso se basear nele para aprender algumas coisas, né? Porque principalmente que ele ainda não foi desvendado, vamos dizer assim, mas a base que ele utiliza para fazer os vocais dele principalmente o grow, que é essa parada aqui, né, que eu acabei de fazer para vocês. Só que alguns lances em notas agudas que ele faz ainda é meio desconhecido. Então é uma região um pouco perigosa, não sabe-se muito bem o que ele faz. É o cara que ele ainda não foi desvendado, não dá para sacar o que dá para fazer. E, galera, só fazendo um paralelo, olha que loucura, né? Tipo, lá fora, a galera ainda não sabe muito bem o que alguns vocalistas, né, fazem e tal. Então essa que é a grande sacada do rolê. Vamos nessa. Let's go with the slides. So let's talk about something very important and very nice.
highlights for guys.
Yes. Woohoo! Cool presentations.
Love that.
Yes. Okay, we talk about MΑRA Lisenko. She studied with Melissa Cross. Galera, Melissa Cross, eu acho que todo mundo conhece aqui. Everybody knows Melissa Cross in Brazil, because the DVD Zen of Screaming was the first material of distortion. So many people are on internet downloading in a pirate way to oh my god, this is very wrong. Brazil things, oh my god. So and to understand also, she's very famous here, and MARA studied with her. Então eu tô falando aqui que MARA, ela estudou com a Melissa Cross e tal, e ela tem um canal igual o meu, que ensina a galera a cantar. E hoje ela comentou no começo que ela estava fazendo um tutorial sobre vocal. Ela acabou de gravar um tutorial sobre vocal. Galera, você seguiu eu, mano, segue a MARA, que é sucesso. A MARA é uma guia para mim, e ela tá sendo super bacana comigo. I was talking about your channel and your tutorial that you recorded today. And talking about your channel, it's almost like my channel. It's to help people distort the voice and clean the questions on their minds.
Right. I love your channel so much. So that is an awesome doing, Gabriel. I already told you that behind the scenes. I wanted to tell that publicly too. You're a really awesome guy. So thank you so much for doing the work that you're doing, spreading the message about healthy ways to achieve some brutal sounds. I think that's very important and beneficial. Thank you.
Nossa, muito obrigado. I'm going to translate this. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry at the same time. Ela acabou de falar que ela adora meu canal e adora o jeito que eu faço as coisas, principalmente buscando a saúde de vocês aí, da galera que é inscrita no meu canal. E é uma realidade. Então, mano, eu tô seguindo os passos dela e ela tá me passando isso também. Eu acho que é muito importante. Eu nunca vou soltar alguma coisa aí que façam vocês machucar a voz ou se ferrar de um jeito muito errado. Eu sempre falo, galera, porém tentar algo, mano, busca ajuda de um profissional. Tem eu, tem a MARA, tem a Tama lá em São Paulo, tem vários outros professores de vocal para estar auxiliando vocês, né? Então, é muito importante esse lance, né? Então, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's talk about the topics we are going to talk. This is deaf scream, false chord, growl and guttural, and answer some questions. Que a gente vai falar sobre deaf scream, né? Que é até uma parada nova para mim que eu aprendi. It's new for me. I talking that. Deaf scream is new for me. Sobre false chord, growl e guttural, e a gente vai responder algumas perguntas aqui, beleza? Galera, vai mandando pergunta aí que é só alegria. Type your questions. Let's do this. Okay, let's talk about deaf scream. The big reference is this guys. Okay, let's talk about these guys. Let's talk about this art, this amazing album.
These guys.
The first class I got with MARA, she told me about one technique. It was deaf scream. It's different of fry scream. It's very different. I was so confused about it, and I asked for her some. I showed her some videos, and once was of you singing Sepultura, yes. And she said, "Oh, this is deaf scream, it's not fry scream." And oh my god, I will translate that. Oh my god, it's blow my mind. I'm going to translate that. Eu estava falando que a gente vai falar sobre uma técnica chamada deaf scream, que é uma técnica não é nova lá na Europa, mas é nova pra gente, principalmente essa pronúncia, né? Deaf scream, que é deaf de morte, scream. E eu tava mostrando para ela alguns vídeos de uma técnica, eu falava, cara, o que que é isso? Eu não sei o que que é, eu tô achando que o meu scream tá errado, alguma coisa assim, tarará, e ela falou, meu, isso é outra coisa, isso não é fry scream, isso é death scream, é outra coisa. Aí eu peguei e falei, caraca! Aí ela pegou e me falou sobre o álbum Iowa, do Slipknot, and now she's gonna talk about more about that, and let's go. Your
Yeah,
words.
me personally, I learned the death scream from that middle guy with the dreadlocks. What was his name? Oh, Corey Taylor, right?
Cartel, yes. Not famous because of the mask.
That guy was totally underrated, underground. Anyway, so yeah, as a teenager, this was a hugely influential album for me. It still is. It's one of my all-time favorite albums. I was listening to it today and I was like, damn, like everything is just so damn good in the album. And when I started to develop my extreme vocals, I took singers as a references, screamers or singers, screamers, growlers as a references for a particular technique that I was learning. So for example, when I worked on the screams, I immediately knew that the best reference for me would be what Corey Taylor does on album Iowa, because I felt those screams, and I think you can agree, right? I mean, you feel when he screams, it's like in your face, and I love that style. I love that approach completely. Yeah. So what it is basically, and why it gets confused so often with the fry scream, because they kind of, especially when these vocals are post-produced, they sound fairly similar, and and for some people they just get confused. Is it fry? Is it what is it? What is it? So this death scream, just as false chord it uses, is based on pure air, on airflow. Okay, but some people call these death screams false chord, but I like to call them separate name, because you don't hear that rattle, which is so audible in the false chord. You don't hear it in death screams anymore because it's pure compressed air. Okay, and the way you learn this technique is not starting from but you start from like, yes, that compressed air, and then you make that more of that air out. Well, thank you,
Rising flames.
Yes, and then you make it more powerful. So yeah, some people confuse it with the fry because it sounds similar, but as you guys know, fry is done on and it doesn't have a lot of airflow. Yeah, so this is a very, very big difference. Also, these death screams, as I mentioned, they go really well together with the false chord, so you can dip into the false chord on the low end, but not all the screamers do that. Okay, some screamers stay in that death scream again, which is why I like to call it a separate name, death scream. Okay.
I can translate now.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Ela estava falando sobre o Death Scream, né? Como ela aprendeu o Death Scream, e uma grande referência para ela para aprender essa técnica do Death Scream, que a galera confunde muito aqui no Brasil com o Scream, foi o álbum Iowa do Slipknot, que, mano, revolucionou, assim. Ela fala que ela... E quando a técnica do Corey, nesse álbum principalmente, ela sentia muito, ela tinha muita sensação assim do que o Corey estava sentindo, então que a sensação, então para ela toda coisa com vocal que tem que ter esse sentimento, tem que ter essa parada, e ela viu aquilo e falou, cara, quero fazer isso também. Então aí ela começou a estudar, começou a buscar mais informações e tal, e ela principalmente ela explicou, ela está explicando até o porquê que a galera confunde muito o Scream com o Death Scream, porque ele tem um pouco dessa característica do ar, né? Um pouco dessa característica do ar, mas a musculatura, todo o movimento é diferente, né? Todo o movimento é diferente. Como ela falou, quando a gente vai fazer o Fry Scream, a gente utiliza essa região mais de cima, né, para fazer o fry Scream, sendo que o Death Scream a gente utiliza mais tá ligado? Mais essa região aqui, tá ligado? It's very terrible now, I'm not warming up, não tô aquecido, né? Então...
Out on Monday, right? No, when did we have the lesson? It was Tuesday.
I think it was Tuesday. Yes, was Tuesday?
Yeah,
one week passed.
Week ago, and man, for 1 week is great. I mean, I remember you nailed the sound straight in the first lesson, which was awesome. You got it.
Thank you. I got it. Ela tá me falando porque, tipo, essa técnica eu aprendi recentemente. Na verdade, eu usava ela misturada de um jeito muito louco. Aí depois que ela me deu essa sacada, eu falei, cara, é verdade, né? Então eu usava meio torto, agora eu tô alinhando, tô acertando. Lembre-se, senhores, nunca parem de estudar. Never, nunca parem de estudar. Como ela falou, faz 20 anos que ela mexe com coisa, ela estuda, então ela continua estudando, certo? Então, voltando à explicação que eu estava falando, então é uma válvula diferente, é um jeito diferente de soar o Scream. E a minha questão com ela era realmente isso. Eu perguntei, falei, cara, eu não consigo fazer coisa média com coisa, porque normalmente a gente faz muito agudo, né? Com o Fry Scream, e depois eu queria deixar mais yeah! Now that's good. Então eu acabei conseguindo abrir essa válvula embaixo para deixar ele mais medião, mais cheião. Eu falei, caraca, isso é muito foda. E eu gostaria de compartilhar essa ideia com vocês. So that's it. I translated all. So we can continue. You have something to comment or not about it?
Oh, about this slide, I said it all. Yes, I learned it from the master, the Corey Taylor himself. See, later on, Corey Taylor changed his Scream. He went more to Fry because
that's awesome information.
Yeah, he went to study with Melissa Cross, and he went to do Fry later in the next albums. But then it was interesting that in one interview he said that he regretted the Scream change and that he wants to have what he had on Iowa back. So on last album, the Corey Taylor is back on doing, false chord stuff, and yeah.
Ela falou o seguinte. Ela falou do lance do Corey, ele ter uma época que ele ter abandonado esse Death Scream, pelo fato de que provavelmente alguma coisa na época estava acontecendo, tal, né? Tem até um vídeo no canal sobre o Corey que eu explico isso, e ela confirmou a informação que eu falei até no vídeo do Corey, que é aquele lance de que agora ele voltou a fazer o que ele estava fazendo antes, e tem uma entrevista que ele estudou com a Melissa Cross, esse tempo que ele mudou o vocal, ele estudou com a Melissa Cross, e ele começou a usar o Fry Scream. Então ele meio que saiu da característica dele, e sem querer, né, mano, acontece, pô, o cara inventou um negócio, e tipo assim, mano, no medo, né, de perder a voz, talvez, a gente não sabe o que aconteceu ao certo, né, ele não fala muito sobre. Mas agora, em 19, né, com o lançamento do novo álbum, e ele voltou a fazer o que ele estava fazendo antes de maneira saudável. I think he's doing with a healthy way his vocals now. Yes.
Sounds like, yes. Sounds. I mean, he sounds all right. It's just, well, if you ask me, I
don't
always
know.
album.
Okay.
You as a me as a vocal coach, I'm not supposed to say that, because basically what he did in Iowa, he was just trashing his voice. Everyone in the Slipknot said that they almost died while making the album, and I could literally hear Corey bleeding, while doing vocals. But man, they were so true. I mean, his screams were so true. It was mind-blowing.
Painful and hatred and all this stuff
mixed
together. Pure. His soul was there.
And as I say, it always his screams sounded justified. Like he was going through a lot of shit, and he was just expressing it out without any censorship.
Yes. Não, é que a gente estava falando, que eu perguntei para ela se hoje ele tá usando de uma maneira saudável a voz dele. Ela fala que ela não pode afirmar, e isso é real. Acho que todo vocal coach não pode ficar afirmando as coisas realmente, sabe? Porque, mano, a gente não sabe, vai que amanhã ele ferra a voz ou acontece alguma coisa e a gente coloca a nossa palavra, né, em cima disso. Então a gente tem que ser profissionais de credibilidade e não pode ficar dando muito pitaco nas coisas que acha que é muito perigoso, né? Então é basicamente isso que ela falou. E ela comentou novamente que, mano, esse álbum é o álbum que ele colocou a alma, colocou a pressão, colocou tudo, tal, mas aquele lance, né? Diz a lenda que ele cuspia sangue, que ele tava ferrando com a voz de um jeito muito insano. Então foi bem perigoso. Let me see if we have some questions here. Acho que okay, quais músicas? Okay, that's a good question. The question says, what is the best sound to try to put in practice some growth? What's the best sound to put in practice some growth? Here in Brazil, everybody said Roots, Bloody Roots from Sepultura.
What is the best song?
The best song to put in practice grow sound, grow distortion.
Oh man, Cannibal Corpse, no?
Calma, não Cannibal Corpse.
Go for Cannibal Corpse.
Yes.
You are growling there. I mean, it's really. I mean, Roots, Bloody Roots is a really great practice song for growls because it has the oo shape, which is more associated with low end. So it's roots. It's so much easier to do it on growl. It's a perfect growling song for sure. Well, yeah, it's a matter of your preference. There is so much music out there. I could suggest you to do some of my favorite songs from my favorite bands, but that's not the purpose. You have to like the song and you have to be inspired by the growler to try it out. So growls are most commonly used in death metal, so look up for some death metal bands. Just type in YouTube death metal and see what comes up and what kind of bands do you like. Right, I love bands like Aborted, Decapitated, Cattle Decap, for example, but this is very extreme, and I'm not sure if you like that type of music. If you like something more melodic, go for Swedish melodic death metal. So just look what you like the most. Well, Alex Shikolai, go for him.
Alex Chicolai.
Chicolai.
Okay.
Grow with that guy. Yeah, I think you have to be really inspired by someone, and I was at one point very inspired by Alex Chicolai. So I was also trying to figure out what the hell is he doing, but yeah, of course it's very different to the physiology of the voice.
Yes. Ela disse que, tipo assim, dos sons preferidos, né, que para se iniciar o grow, na verdade ela tem que ser mais um lance de gosto pessoal, assim, né? Ela citou Cannibal Corpse, Decapitated, que eu acho que é uma banda, e ela falou uma outra banda que eu esqueci. Mas ela falou das bandas que ela gosta, mas ela enfatizou principalmente, mano, você tem que gostar do som. Mas ela falou que o Roots, Bloody Roots é bem a vibe de Roots, Bloody Roots. Dá para fazer essas brincadeiras assim também. Mas é mais um lance de você se inspirar, né? E ela falou do Alex. Alex, is it Alex Terrible? Terrible?
Alex Chicolai, yes, it's
yeah. Alex Chicolai is the Alex Chicolai é o nome do Alex Terrible, né? A galera lá de fora fala Alex Chicolai, que é o sobrenome dele. Mas yes, Slout Prevail é o vocalista do Slout Prevail. A gente vai comentar um pouquinho sobre ele hoje, né? Então, é basicamente isso. Então, Ludmila, escolha músicas que você gosta, né? E tenta soltar a voz ali, tenta dar um gritinho. O Words Bloody Words eu recomendo, é muito bacana iniciar com Words Bloody Words devagarzinho. Let's go to another slide.
Always do it.
Alguns vocalistas e o que eles provavelmente fazem. Some vocalists and what they probably do. Vamos nessa. We're gonna talk about some vocalists now, and now it's kind of a game. We will put a photograph here, and we're gonna talk and discuss about his techniques. So let's go for the first vocalist of the night or evening. I don't know, afternoon.
I mentioned Opeth as for growling. Yes, that's a good suggestion too. Sorry.
Yes, Opeth.
Opeth, yeah, for sure.
Yes, for sure. Valeu, Bruno. A Mara comentou aqui que ela curtiu sua indicação de Opeth. Everybody is thanking you. I don't know how to talk to say that.
Thank you.
Yes, thanking you. Okay, let's go for the first. Okay, Corey Taylor. We already talked about him.
Yeah, Corey Taylor is the man. I mean, there's much more that he does. He does the clean singing. He does the grit. He does the yell scream. He does that hip hop thing while screaming and rapping at the same time. And he's doing that with that yell scream, which is very commonly used for hardcore. So he's able to spit out the words super fast. Then we discussed he's been doing false chord before, and on the last album he has the death screams going on there as well. He did the fry scream in between. What else you can add?
I think that's it. I think that's it. You said all the things, and
yeah, he's very versatile.
How can I say? Oh my God, this guy is versátil. He's very good with all the techniques, with all the things, the melodic things and the distortion things, and do the guitar and vocal sounds and guitar, acoustic sounds and all the things. He's the big influence for me, and
and yeah, also he has a lot of confidence in what he's doing.
Yes.
So guys, do not underrate the confidence, the aspect of confidence, because he's 100% there and 100% sure know what he's doing, and He has the strong belief in his abilities. That is another reason why he sounds so badass.
Ok, ok. I'm gonna translate that. That's very important. O que a gente falou é que assim, I think is the first thing is confidence. The first thing at all in vocal and all these things. I'm gonna translate now for the people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Galera, a gente falou sobre Corey Taylor, ela falou de algumas técnicas vocais. Para quem quiser saber as técnicas vocais, depois eu vou listar esse slide, só cadastrar o e-mail aqui embaixo. Na descrição tem o meu site, que vocês cadastram o e-mail lá que eu vou mandar esse slide na íntegra com as técnicas vocais que ela citou. Ela falou sobre, principalmente, o que faz um vocalista é a confiança. Cara, isso é muito real. O Corey, cara, para tudo que esse cara faz, ele confia no que ele tá fazendo. E, tipo assim, ele faz com confiança e com foda-se ligado. O cara, mano, ele faz porque ele quer, ele faz porque ele ama, ele faz porque ele curte, ele faz pela alma, pela expressão dele. Ele é realmente um artista, vamos dizer assim. Então, essa aqui é a sacada do Corey. Let's go to another vocalist. Alyssa Whiteglass. Alyssa.
Yeah.
Okay, Alyssa. Let's talk about Alyssa. You like Alyssa? Do you like Alyssa?
Of course. Who doesn't like her? Gorgeous. Right. Do you want to go first?
Okay, we
I'm always starting first. Go you first. Alad.
She's a death screamer. No, I get it. She's a death screamer, and sometimes she uses the grit, this drive. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes in the Reason to Believe she used it.
Yeah.
That kind of a little bit.
Yes.
She's very good with distortions. Nowadays she's exploring her clean voice, and because of the Reason to Believe and all this kind of songs, and she's very, oh my god, how can I say it? I lost the words. I'm going to translate that. Eu tô falando aqui que a Alyssa, ela é muito boa em relação às distorções, e ela usa o Death Scream, que a gente estava falando aqui na live, né, que a gente estava comentando sobre o Corey e tal. E a gente estava falando também sobre esse lance dela. Hoje ela está explorando bastante o lado clean dela. Tem uma música que chama Reason to Believe, que até tenho aqui no canal, um vocal cover que eu fiz com a Andresa. Eu acho que a Andresa tá aí, salve pra Andresa. E a gente tá falando sobre esse lance dela conseguir ser versátil nessas distorções e tal. E é basicamente isso. She uses grow or not?
Oh, yes, of course she does. So let me tell you a little bit about Alyssa too, okay, on my end. So first of all, yes, she started with the death scream. She was pure death screamer back in the Agonist. And you have to take in consideration the Agonist was more of a metalcore band. And yes, this is where that death scream really suits very, very well. When she joined Arch Enemy, though, she had to adapt to death metal sound. So her first album she still did with her previous sound, vocal sound, and the second album that now she is adding more of the false chord there.
Okay.
Merging that death scream with the false chord. She didn't do that false chord. She would go down on the growls with still that death scream going on. She didn't have the rattle going on. Now she has developed the rattle. Unfortunately, she had the vocal injury while on tour. I think it was a year or two ago. And then she reached out for the first time to a vocal coach, and guess who?
Melissa Cross, or not?
Of course, yes. Yeah, and Alyssa is also a natural screamer. So basically, she has figured out the techniques by herself. You know, she's also good friends with Angela, so Angela helped her with the vocal techniques as well. But Melissa, interestingly, again, gave her a new twist vocally. She showed her how on the very top she can get into the fry as an extension there. So after lessons with Melissa, she started to have these very high piercing screams coming out, which was really cool to see. Another I mean, she's using quite a few techniques. She's also using pitch screams. Okay, when you hear in some songs, she is adding the melody with the screaming. Okay, so I call these pitch screams. Some people call them harsh or drive, or I don't know what. Harsh, yeah, I don't know. Again, people have different names for that. So basically, that's a scream with audible note underneath. She's also using grit, which what you mentioned, that's distortion on top of the clean singing, which is different than pitch screaming, but I don't know, maybe we can go in the detail about it later today. And what else? I mean, her clean singing is impressive. Her range is impressive. I think she has something like 4-octave range. What else? I think that's basically it. She has a lot of things going on, and she has figured out so many things right. And just that's unbelievable that she's doing 200, 250 shows per year, and she had only one vocal injury. You know, that's actually nothing.
That's insane.
Yeah, because even if you're doing techniques correctly, you still need a time for your voice to recover. Yeah, so the injury that happened, it's even just, you know, it was expected.
It is very recently. It was past year, this year. No, not this year.
I think it was end of 2018, if I remember correctly.
2018.
So maybe 2 years ago, or a year or two. I think 2 years ago. No, not a year ago. And a year ago, I think 2 years ago. Yeah.
You are the better person to say about her because you are a big fan of her.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I've asked her all these questions, and that is why I know. I asked her,
oh my
okay,
God,
tell about your techniques, and you know, she doesn't know what she's doing. She cannot put the name even on techniques or that she's using. And I talked about her with Melissa Cross. Melissa also told me about the way she recovered and working with her and teaching her as well. So yeah, I'm just asking questions all the time. I was like, oh, what happened? Also, I asked her about injury, what happened back then, how did she overcame that, and yeah, and that happened because she started to get more intense. She was, you know, starting to push much harder, and this is where her injury happened.
Okay, that's awesome information to translate now. Galera, a MΑRA falou sobre o seguinte, ela falou sobre as técnicas vocais que a Alissa ela utiliza, né? E ela falou, a MARA ela é muito fã da Alissa, então ela conhece muito sobre a Alissa e principalmente, olha que loucura, a Alissa, elas, as duas, elas conversam, ela conversa com a Alissa conversa com a Melissa Cross, elas conversam entre elas, porque mais ou menos em 2018, a Alissa, ela faz muito show. Então, o que aconteceu com ela? Tipo, ela fez tanto show que ela, tipo, coisa de, tipo, 200 no ano, tá ligado? Tipo, ela teve só uns 100 dias off, né? Desses 200 e pouco que ela fez de show, cara, mano, é um milagre ela não ter se machucado nesse tempão todo, e ela se machucou recentemente, né? Pelo fato de ter que ter um tempo para recuperar, porque mesmo você fazendo certinho, você tem que ter o tempo de descanso, você tem que tomar esse cuidado, essas coisas todas. E ela comentou também sobre os recentes álbuns, né? Que no começo, a Alissa, ela era uma vocalista de metalcore, e então ela só utilizava Death Scream naquela época, né? Porque o Death Scream é uma técnica que se encaixa bem no metalcore. Só que quando ela entrou com o Arch Enemy, né? Ela foi substituir a Angela cantava com growl, então ela teve que adaptar. E nesse ponto de adaptação, ela ficou um tempo, ela adaptou isso um tempo, né? Ela começou a buscar as duas técnicas. A Angela, lógico, começou a ajudar ela a fazer os growls e tal. E agora que eles estão fazendo o álbum novo, né? A Angela agora vai colocar mais grow no álbum e a Melissa tá junto, e a galera tá junto, e até a Mara tá no meio do rolê, olha que insano. Então aconteceu essas coisas todas. Então, tipo assim, mano, da hora. Muito foda saber essas informações. Eu fico em choque sabendo essas informações. Então, é basicamente isso que a Alissa faz. Então, ela começou no Death Screen, depois ela foi ela tá indo pro lance do Grow. O que é o Grit que eu falei? O Grit, pra gente aqui, é o drive. Ela faz drive na voz dela, né? Ela faz os drives. E tem também o pitch scream, que são screams agudos, né? Que eles têm uma notinha embutida ali, alguma coisinha assim, tá ligado? Então, são altas técnicas novas, assim, que você fala, caraca, velho, muito insano. Então, é bastante coisa, assim, que ela faz. Let me see if you have some questions here. I think
Oh,
not
I
yet.
wanted to give a shout out to Luciana and Bruna. Thank you guys so much for your compliment. For checking my YouTube covers. It warms my heart to read that. Thank you guys so much.
Oh.
You're awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. They love you.
Thank you guys. Much love to you. And Bruna says this is so important to us women to know these women in metal. It's really inspiring.
Inspiring.
Yeah, true. The more women are in metal, you know, the other women get more inspired and, you know, makes metal much more diverse.
Yes. I think the woman in metal particularly is, I don't know, man. It's very special, and they are so professional. The guys are so, I don't care, I don't know, I don't care. But the women in all the stuff women do are so, okay, let's do it right, let's do it very right. I like it so much. I have many students are women, and I love them all because they are so inspired, and they are so confidence. They have so much confidence, and they want it, they get it, and it's very different from the guys, because the guys are okay, I don't care. But yes, I feel that difference. I feel that difference a lot. I feel that difference a lot.
Let me tell you another one big reason why I feel women are really kicking asses in the metal right now, especially with extreme vocals, is that women have to shut a lot of mouths, because people are judging metal screamers, female metal screamers, so much harsher than people judge the male screamers. And that is so true, because, you know, when I was developing my techniques, I mean, I sucked. Everyone sucked. You know, I watched the interview with the Ginger. You just showed me a picture with Ginger. She said, I sucked too. Everyone sucks at the beginning. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. But the difference is that while a female is still trying out and she's not great at what she's doing, she will be judged so much harsher than a guy. And I saw that happening, you know, in my local scene when I was living in Latvia. I was, you know, some guys are screaming for 15 years and just in one technique, and they never get judged for what they're doing. Then, you know, in in the first 3 years when I was developing my techniques, I got to hear a lot of stuff, you know, what I was doing wrong and why I shouldn't do what I'm doing. And then in return, if you go through this, if you really pursue your vocal journey, then you become fearless at one point, and you want to prove people wrong. You want to show them, you know what, shut the fuck up, I'm a woman and I can do this badass, you know, I can just do it so much better than some of you out there are doing this. So yeah, it sounds maybe a little bit harsh, but if you're a woman in doing extreme metal vocals, you know what I'm talking about. And this is that was one of the reasons why I also wanted to develop my techniques, so you know, no one touches me anymore, in the sense that, you know, there always will be someone commenting something bad about what you're doing and stuff like that, but at least you have that confidence, again back to the word confidence, in your abilities, that doesn't matter what someone tells you, you know that you do your thing well, you know that you're there for the love of metal, not for anything else, and you know, you totally enjoy this whole extreme metal thing. So girls out there, go do it, be badass, go practice, be great, and inspire other women too.
I think metal needs a new flag, and I think this is the new flag. Is the confidence of woman, the power of the woman, and I think it's the new flag today, and all the support for you, and all the support for all the girls in the world, because
thank you.
I don't know how to explain that, but yes, this place for you is for this place for you. That's all. That's it. That's a real flag to fight. I think metal lost some kind of flags, and I don't know, the time passed, and now that's a real flag to rise. I think that's
Bruna
a
said,
real flag.
female. I love that. And Luciana says, we are going to shut a lot of mouths. Yes, let's do it.
Yes.
And
yes,
also,
yes, yes.
And also another thing, just another thing I wanted to add is, you know, some people, I've heard some, you know, totally old school guys, that is just so outdated when someone says, oh, the girls shouldn't scream. That's not for girls. It's, you know, it's for boys to do something like that.
Yeah.
And I once met guy, he is a rapper in a band called Bloodywood, if you know, it's a metal band from India. And I met these guys, and they knew about my band, and they heard a lot of music from us before, and he called me a tigress, you know, a female tiger. And then it dawned on me at that point, I was like, look, in the nature, it's not like the, you know, the tiger males are growling and the females are not. It's stupid. Both of them grow, both of them fight, both of them hunt, you know. So why should women be downgraded of not being able to do extreme vocals? It's just the nonsense. So here we go. Tatiana Schmeilik, for example, she proves a lot of people wrong. She can do things so well.
Yes. She's not disbandable yet, because she do it by herself. Yes, her techniques. So it's very dangerous to know what she's doing because she's on self learner. I think it's the right.
She's natural. Yeah, I
yes, she's natural. Natural screamers. Yes, I'm gonna translate it all now. A Mara, a gente estava conversando sobre o lance. Antes de falar sobre a Tatiana, a gente falou um pouquinho sobre as mulheres no metal, né? Então, a gente falou que, mano, hoje em dia, principalmente cara, isso é uma verdadeira bandeira para se levantar no metal, né? Porque parece que o metal ele perdeu um pouco o porquê que a gente está fazendo, por que a gente está lutando. E hoje em dia as meninas estão levantando essa bandeira de tipo confiança, esse lance de delas estarem tomando lugares que são delas, né? São de merecimento delas. E eu tenho várias alunas, né? E eu vejo a diferença de homens e mulheres quando estão estudando. As mulheres são muito mais como eu posso dizer, mano, elas querem aprender, elas vão atrás, elas têm foco, têm força, então elas correm atrás fielmente. E a gente agora entrou nesse lance e a Mara falou isso, mano, quanto mais a gente lutar e melhorar e ir pra frente, mano, mais a gente vai calar a boca desses caras chatos aí, porque tem um monte de cara chato na cena pra caralho, fica enchendo o saco, o povo xarope da porra. Então, tipo assim, ela tava falando sobre isso, então, tipo assim, mano, e ela, sabendo o que ela sabe em relação ao vocal, e hoje quando ela começou, tal, a galera meio que zombava dela, alguma coisa assim, mas hoje, mano, ela se sente imparável, tá ligado? A confiança que deu nela nesse lance de técnica vocal é tão grande que, mano, agora ela tá suave na nave e é isso aí, mano. Vocal é isso. Acho que a Andresa tá aqui na live, ela pode até falar sobre esse lance da confiança que gera quando a gente é vocalista. A Bruna, a Luciana também, a confiança que dá quando a gente faz uma coisa que a gente tinha medo antes, mano, a gente fica sem medo nenhum depois, né? Então essa que é a sacada. Então a gente tava falando sobre a Tatiana. A Tatiana, ela não dá para saber ainda o que ela faz, né? Não dá para desvendar ainda o que ela faz. Por quê? Porque ela aprendeu sozinha o que ela faz. E ela faz de um jeito um pouco diferente das outras. Então não dá para encontrar um padrão por enquanto nela, né? Então que isso é muito insano. Isso é muito insano, né? E isso é muito da hora também saber sobre não ter um conhecimento assim ainda, né? Quer dizer, mano, tem que ser estudado, tem que ser buscado e isso é muito importante. We can go on with the other vocalist.
Oh yeah, sure, let's do.
Okay. Fernanda Lira. I know her.
She's right.
Yeah. Yes, fry scream all the time.
She's
She's a fry screaming about 10 years. I think it's a little bit more, but she used fry scream in all the songs. Nowadays she's learning something new. I can't talk it yet, but
training.
yes, I am the teacher. I'm the coach of her.
That is
I
exciting.
Yes, that is very exciting. I love so much to teach her. She's a great person. She's a great person. She's very good on all that she do on all her music, on her art. I am a big fan of her in first time, and second time I am the vocal coach of her. It's very weird, but I like it. So she's a fry screamer, and in all these years, she's doing fry scream because uh, of her vocals. In the beginning, she starts to sing like nightwish stuffs,
Ooh.
but she fucked up her voice because
Oh
she
no.
she do it by herself and get wrong, and he get I don't know the name of in English. I think it's nodule on the chord.
Nodules, right. Oh my God, she
Nodules.
had
She
nodules
get
from,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, she get one auto, and she stops to sing. She learned to fry scream. She just use it for a long time, and the noodles disappear for. Oh, that's good. And the noodles disappear now, and she don't have it. It's weird because noodles don't disappear. I don't know the
No, they
science
do.
about
They
it.
do. No, no, they do. Yeah, they
They
come.
do.
They can
Okay.
go in. If they're very small, you
Yeah.
can reverse them with a correct technique of singing. So
Yeah.
from what you're saying, it seems like she started to do the right technique, and then it helped the
Yeah.
vocal cords to disappear. Also, they might disappear after the vocal recovery,
Yeah.
when you are not talking at all. But if you're going back with the wrong technique, they might reappear again. you know.
Okay.
I know that because I used to have vocal nodules too, and for me also they just disappeared after a while. So although I was
Oh,
supposed to undergo a surgery, which was just crazy, but that was back in the day. I was 19 years old, and interestingly, that I didn't get the nodules from doing metal vocals. I got them from singing in church. Go figure it out. I don't know.
okay. That's nice. She got it with she sings Nightwish, she sing all the pop stuff because she loved pop stuff like Rihanna, Beyonce,
Oh, really?
like
Oh,
Mariah.
wow.
Yes, she love it. She sing it. Nowadays we are working with her clean voice to get
Nice.
it healthy. Just not there are just not me of her teacher. I she got a other teacher that my friend too. She calls Tama. She's a teacher in São Paulo, and she's teaching her clean vocals and all this stuff to
Oh,
get
awesome.
her in a healthy way to do all that she wanted because she's a very versatile person.
Right.
Vou explicar. Let's translate. Eu estou falando aqui que a Fernanda Lira ela é uma vocalista de Scream, né? E ela Fry Scream, de Fry Scream. Ela é uma vocalista de Fry Scream e faz 10 anos que ela faz Fry Scream e teve uma época que ela teve um nódulo nas cordas vocais e devido a ela cantava muito Nightwish, ela tinha umas brisas muito loucas dela cantar essas músicas e ela cantava do jeito errado, isso que deu nódulo nas cordas vocais dela. Então, passou o tempo agora, tipo, que ela deu uma parada, ela só ficou no Fry Scream, né? E ela fez tour com o Fry Scream, ela teve esse cuidado, ela foi no médico, tarará, e esse nódulo sumiu, né? Desapareceu. Então, agora a gente está trabalhando os vocais com ela, eu estou ensinando algumas coisas novas que eu não posso contar, tal, e agora ela tá sendo reeducada vocalmente, porque faz 10 anos que ela fazia algo, agora ela está se readequando com uma outra técnica, outros tipos de vocais, até vocal limpo, ela está trabalhando com a Tama, que é minha amiga, que é professora também. Então ela está fazendo todo esse trabalho. I forgot something. I think no. We
Oh,
can go on.
you forgot to introduce me to her.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna introduce
Please
you
introduce
for
me to her.
her.
I want to know her. She's
Yes,
awesome.
yes. Okay,
She's
okay. I will introduce it.
Oh, please do, Gabrielle.
That's awesome. I will send you some videos that we are in the class. It's very funny. It's very funny. We are
Oh,
so
please
idiots. Yes, it's very funny. It's very funny.
do.
It's very funny. I will introduce you for her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the
I got
guy, the
that.
Russian crazy guy.
Oh man, terrible.
Oh man, Alex Terrible. Let's talk about Alex Terrible. You first,
Oh,
or me
yeah.
first? I don't know.
Again, there's pretty much I can tell about him because he did a vocal school, and I think it was 4 years ago or so, and it's not available anymore. But he did this vocal training in 2 parts, and I watched both of them because at that time I really loved what he was doing, so I really wanted to figure out what's behind the sound. So he is also doing the death screams there. Okay, they do. I mean, you know, since he's doing the deathcore stuff mostly, then he has this kind of like a dry scream. There's even this name as a dry scream there. Yeah, they make it kind of sounding very dry, but it's purely based on that compressed air, that death scream. Another thing about Alex Terrible is that he had a lot of injuries before. This is something, again, people don't know about him. He loved to push the limits, and you guys can tell from the videos that he is doing that, you know, he's, you know, pushing really hard. And he, in those videos, he admitted that he's really putting a lot of force behind the sound that he's making just to be able to sound the way he does. So that takes that has the price. So he said, and I have no clue about this, but he said he had holes in his tonsils from doing these types of vocals. And he had, and he, yeah, I was like, how can you get the holes in tonsils? But yeah, he admitted that he had some voice, he has had voice problems during, you know, his vocal career in general. And also what I loved about him is the work ethics behind his vocals. He said that when he came out first, when he started to do the first YouTube videos, he was doing the practice for 5 years, almost every day. So he is, everyone knows he's also lifting weights, and he has that athlete mindset that I feel sometimes is missing for the metal vocalists. We are voice athletes too, because we do this high intensity vocalization, which is called screaming and growling, and we have to be in shape. We have to even if we reach the level that we feel comfortable with, we have to maintain it. Okay, so regularity is the key. It's very easy to lose these techniques, you know, it just goes away. Even if you don't do it for a week, it already kind of starts to go down. So you have to maintain it. So I love the work ethics that he has behind it. And, you know, in his school, again, he said about just practicing and don't be lazy. And that's the way how he sounds. Also, he's pushing everything to the limits, as I said. So whenever I was analyzing his sound with my students, I noticed that he's stretching everything what he can. First of all, he has a big neck. That's advantage. You know, he has a lot of resonance space there. He has another physical advantage, which is a low voice. I mean, when he speaks, he's very, very low. Okay.
Yes,
so
he speaks very low.
Yes, he has physical advantages to do these low growls, and also he has trained for them for a really long time. So that is his secret.
Okay. I will translate that. A Mara falou que o Alex Terrible, na verdade, ele passou 5 anos aprimorando a técnica dele, natural, vamos dizer assim. Né? Só que ele tem um mindset muito forte em relação a tudo que ele faz. Ele é um cara muito intenso, tal, né? Então ele vai até ele conseguir. Só que isso tem alguns preços, né? Ela falou que ele teve alguns danos na. You said he get damage where? Is on the
Holes
neck?
in tonsils.
Tonsils.
Where is the
tonsils?
In the throat. Sometimes they cut it out. They do the operation. They cut out the tonsils. You know what I mean? Inside.
Oh, okay. Okay, wait.
Yes, you get they get infected as well when you have.
Okay. Acho que são as amígdalas. Então ele fez tanto negócio que ele meio que machucou as amígdalas e tal. Né? Nossa, bem insano isso aí, ele ter machucado. Então ele tirou as amígdalas, pelo jeito que eu entendi. Então ele tem todo esse lance, e um tempo ele lançou um curso dele, só que ele já tirou do ar, não se sabe muito bem porquê. A Mara, ela acabou fazendo esse curso, mas o que realmente deu para sacar em relação a ele, que ele tem alguns privilégios físicos, no sentido de ele ter um pescoço muito grande, então ele tem bastante espaço, e tudo que ele faz, ele abre bem bastante o espaço aqui na boca e tudo, então deixa aquele som mais cheião, mais forte, mais firme. Isso é real porque eu estou estudando ele. E uma das coisas que eu descobri é que realmente, além dele abrir o espaço na boca e no palato, ele consegue jogar um espaço aqui no pescoço para soar com um pitch mais low, mais grave. E principalmente também a própria voz natural dele é grave, né? Então isso aí ajuda muito a fazer mais pitches graves, né? Então so Alex is really terrible. Ele é muito louco. He is very insane.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
a comment. Então,
he's a crazy Russian guy, for sure.
então, ele é um cara, um russo muito louco, esse cara. Então como eu tava falando, mano, ele é um cara natural também, que ele aprendeu, ele desenvolveu a própria técnica e tal, né? Então, tá aí Alex Terrível. What I can say about him is I'm studying him and I'm trying to do what he's doing, but not forcing it because, like you said, when I saw many times, she's kind of forcing very, very hard, pushing very hard himself to do all the thing. I will translate that. A Mara comentou um negócio também, que é o lance de, tipo assim, esse lance das amígdalas, ter ferrado tudo, era pelo fato dele, quando ele vai fazer as paradas, ele até confessou que ele solta muita pressão, mano, ele solta muita coisa. E no meu ver, cara, isso aí é meio que você forçar um fluxo de ar que não é muito natural, entendeu? Então, com o tempo, você acaba, sei lá, ferrando, que é o que meio que aconteceu, né? As amígdalas, Tolsins, foi isso mesmo que eu falei, boa, certo? Não falei certinho. Então, realmente, cara, então eu não sei se essa é uma maneira saudável. But like I said before, I trying to study him, and I felt like he is using a grow basics and put the tongue in the here. And I felt my neck is opening space too, not just my palato. I think is the palato.
Soft.
Soft palato. Soft palato.
Mm-hmm.
I put a lot of space on that.
Yeah.
You said this too, and I think that's it.
And this is very common. See, I did also research on deathcore vocalists in general.
Deathcore.
Okay, and this is something you can see in a lot of them doing. When you do a regular growl for for death metal, you create big rounded shape at the back of your throat. Okay, so like that. And when you go for the deathcore, you just stretch everything. So whenever I'm trying the deathcore sounds, it feels like stretching, and you feel it. It's not really kind of super nice, relaxed, and easy. There's a lot of stretching.
No.
Like that. It's very wide.
It's very insane because you need to be relaxed, but not so relaxed because of this stretch. Yes.
Stretched,
So
yes.
it's a strange feeling. When I do it, I feel the same thing you said. We're gonna translate that. A gente tá falando que esse lance de tipo assim, mano, ele consegue abrir as estruturas, e quando você abre as estruturas, na verdade você tá tensionando elas para elas ficarem abertas, mas ainda assim você tem que estar relaxado para a distorção vir, para a vibração e a distorção acontecer e sair o som. A gente tá falando sobre isso. Você já tem problema fazer? There's one question here. I think this question is for me. Okay, he's asking if I get some injuries or damage in my vocals doing that. Let me answer. Mano, eu não tive nenhum problema até agora com o que eu tô fazendo, com o que eu tô aprendendo. Como aquilo que eu falei antes, eu não tô puxando muito forte, então é tranquilo, sempre fazendo de uma maneira segura, né? Com aquele lance que a gente falou. né? O cuidado que eu vejo com o Alex é que o cara puxa muito, mano. O cara tenta forçar um bagulho assim que, mano, não precisa. Eu acredito eu que não precisa. Tem que ter uma sinergia. Acho que técnica vocal é se economizar energia, não desperdiçar tudo de uma vez, tá ligado? I think this is, e I will comment about your injury very fast. E ela também teve, ela teve uma vez nódulos na voz, mas foi na época que ela cantava na igreja, não tinha nada a ver com o lance das distorções, mas era mais por questão de, às vezes não tá utilizando muito bem, tal, não tá arrumando, tal. Então, I think that's it. Okay. Now we pass 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm gonna ask you to have one more vocalist and we finish.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Who's next? Who's the last one? Last but not the least.
Last but not the least is we talk about Death Scream, and I think it's Death Scream. It's already talked. Yeah. I think we can skip that. This guy.
I love, and
I love the band too. I saw a live video on Resurrection Fest.
Yeah, if you wanna, guys, if you wanna learn this Death Scream, this is another good reference. This guy is very, very using this Death Scream really well. So go check this guy out.
O que ela falou é que esse cara, que é o Jamie Graham, ele é vocalista do Silosis e Hearth of a Coward. I think he left Hearth of a Coward days, some 2 weeks, or I don't know. Ele saiu do Hearth of a Coward, mas, mano, ele usa Death Scream como ninguém, ele é muito bom, é uma bela referência de Death Scream, esse vocalista, que é a técnica que a gente estava falando sobre Corey, beleza? A gente vai pular ele, porque a gente já falou bastante sobre Death Scream, então let's skip this guy and let's see. Randy, the Lamb of God guy. Let's talk about him.
What do you think he is?
I think he's a fry screen.
Yes, he's one of the celebrity Melissa Cross students, and she speaks in seminars a lot about Randy Bly as well. So yeah, he uses fry screams, and it's interesting that on the very bottom, few fry screamers do that. He dips in the false chord. But it's interesting when he does that, it seems like it's very unconscious because it's not controlled. So he dips in the false chord, and that in return gives him more of that low end. A lot of fry screamers do this so-called extension of the false chord at the bottom because fry scream usually doesn't have that juicy, rattly low end as the false chord does. So that's really a good idea. And overall, I mean, Randy Bly is a master of shapes, you know. If you want to learn the shape with screaming, you know, Randy's your teacher for that. I'll control what he's doing. He's amazing.
I would say about it, I think he do the fry scream, but sometimes he do the shape of lows, and so they put very low stuff, but it's still the fry scream, but in a low pitch. And he do the shape of the stuff, but doing the fry scream, I don't know if I'm saying that.
Yeah, right. You can use this. I mean, the shape is the same for fry or false chord. It doesn't matter. It's the same shape. He's going low there, but go check out his live videos and notice that he dips in that false chord at the end, and it's just
okay.
It's not really controlled when he does that. He just kind of dips there. It almost feels like accidentally when it happens. The same thing happens with Tatiana from Ginger. I noticed her doing the same when she dips on the low end. The false chord rattle sometimes appears. Okay, and you can tell it it is not really intentional, or it's not really controlled well. It just kind of like appears somewhere there. Go check it out. It's very interesting to notice that.
Ok. I will. A gente está falando que o Randy, ele utiliza fry screen para fazer tudo, só que de vez em quando ele cai em umas regiões de false chord, principalmente alguns finais de frase, algumas partes, ele fica visitando, assim, então ele meio que fez uma fry screen ali com uma boa região de passagem, que ele fica caindo no false chord toda hora, então meio que ele fica brincando com isso, né? Principalmente, there was a live show that he's singing with Suicide Silence.
Oh.
You only live once. You saw that? It's a live show that he's singing with Suicide Silence.
Oh no, I haven't. No.
No. Oh, it's very.
It over
I will send you. I will send you. Of course, I will send. Então a gente tá falando sobre isso. Eu falei para ela que tem um live do Suicide Silence com ele. E que, mano, é muito louco. E dá pra perceber isso que ela falou. E ela falou um negócio que nem eu tava sacando. E ela falou umas paradas muito foda. A MΑRA é uma lenda, né? Então ela falou umas paradas muito foda. I think that's it. Let me see if you have some questions.
Questions.
No, there's no questions yet.
All is clear.
Yes.
Explain it well. I always say that if the student doesn't have a question, it means the teacher explained it really well. So
really well. Thanks, God. Ela tá falando aqui que se ninguém tem pergunta, quer dizer que a gente tá explicando muito bem. That's awesome. Okay, let me finish this live stream. Again, thank you so much, MΑRA. If you wanna comment something, you wanna talk something, spread your message for all the world of the screamers of Brazilian headbangers. I don't know.
Much love to Brazil. I really want to come there one day. That's a dream of mine to be there.
Please.
And I hope I can meet you, Gabrielle, and maybe some of you too. Yeah, guys, do appreciate this man. Wait, where are you? There on that side. This. There. Please appreciate and support the job that he is doing. I think it's super important for your metal scene. So keep supporting what he's doing and support your local metal scene. It always seems that the grass is greener on the other side, that there are better bands in America or where else not. But guys, please appreciate your local metal scene and go support the local bands, because it just starts from there, and maybe you can help to develop the next Sepultura, by going to buying merch, just supporting bands. Please do.
Ok. A MΑRA disse que provavelmente ela vai vir para o Brasil, tomara que ela venha para o Brasil, que ela quer conhecer quer conhecer a galera do canal, quer conhecer todo mundo. E ela fica muito feliz em estar participando aqui dessa live stream. Ela fica muito feliz também com o meu canal, né? E, mano, galera, visitem o canal dela, dá uma olhada lá no tanto de coisa com qualidade que tem lá também, né? Que é muito importante. E também, mano, ela falou de uma coisa muito principal, que é esse lance de, mano, a grama às vezes do vizinho parece estar mais verde, mas na verdade não, né? E os perrecos que a gente está passando aqui no Brasil tá acontecendo lá na Europa também, tá acontecendo uma coisa em todos os lugares. Caras, auxiliem a banda das bandas da cena local de vocês que são vocalistas, vocês que são os líderes, a maioria dos vocalistas é líder, eu sempre falo isso. Galera, né, ajudem outras bandas também, compra merch, compra coisa. Cara, você pode estar ajudando um próximo Sepultura, que ela tá falando, né? Um próximo Sepultura a crescer, e isso é real. Hoje a gente é a nova geração, e a nova geração, cara, a gente tem que aparecer, velho. Meteu o louco a aparecer, tá ligado? Então, mano, você aí se encoraja a fazer um vocal cover, se encoraja a fazer uma coisa você curte, tá ligado? Bota a cara a tapa e foda-se. Então, basicamente é isso. So I translate all you said, and thank you so much for being here. I'm very glad to meet a person like you, and that's
Thank
awesome.
you.
You are helping not just me, but 1,000 people here in Brazil that don't have information, and now they have because of you, and that's awesome. You are very welcome if you come here, and I hope one day that thing will happen, or we meet together, and I don't know if I go to Europe or you going here. I'm gonna introduce you Fernanda Lira in all the ways. Doesn't matter. And yes, we can do more stuff together. If you want, just ask me.
Oh
You got
yeah.
an outpost here in Brazil, and this outpost is my channel. It's me. It's very nice to talk to you, and rest. Rest. Go to sleep now. I think it's very late on Europe.
Oh no,
And
it's actually not. It's just cold. That's why
it's
I'm not
cold.
going.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It's the call for you guys. And yeah, thank you all for joining this live stream as well. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your support. And Batista says goodbye. And Bruna says, thanks for the video. You are the best. Mara, thanks for your courage to shut up mouths in this mahi scene. We need you. Thanks, thanks, thanks. And Willie says, nice live. Thanks for that. Cheers for Engagement. And Ludmila says, thanks for both of you. A lot of success and happiness. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, folks.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course,
Thank you so much.
the winner is here. Let's hope for a really great New Year, and let's hope for metal shows next year, and let's hope for a lot of good stuff to come. Thank you
Yes.
all.
Então ela agradeceu a todo mundo, um Feliz Natal, um Feliz Ano Novo pra galera aí. Ano que vem o pau vai comer, né? Vai fazer muita coisa junto, não vai detonar. E é sucesso. Mara, thank you so much. Bye, my master. Thank you so much.
Bye,
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. É isso aí, galera. Beleza. Acabou mais uma live. Espero que tenha ajudado muita gente aí, essa live. A Mara, para quem não conhece, ela é minha professora, europeia, né? Muito foda, mano, lendária. Eu tô aprendendo altos rolê. E eu quero que eu aprender lá, eu quero trazer. Aprender lá, né? Parece que eu tô lá. Eu tô lá. Que aprender lá, eu vou estar trazendo aqui no canal, vou estar trazendo tudo bem certinho, bem mastigadinho. Você viu a preocupação que ela tem com a saúde vocal. Com todo esse lance, mano, é o básico, tá ligado? É o básico. Então, eu vou trazer isso ano que vem de uma maneira mais reforçada, mais acelerada. Ano que vem também eu tô focado em trazer mais coisa pro canal e, mano, ano que vem o canal vai estourar. Tô com meta aí de aumentar os inscritos, não aumentar só por aumentar de número, não. Quero alcançar mais pessoas. E quem me ajuda a alcançar mais pessoas são vocês, né? Se meu conteúdo é de qualidade, mano, aquilo que ela falou, cara, ajuda, suporta, suporte, né? Quer dizer, tipo, mano, investe de alguma maneira, seja você compartilhando algum vídeo meu, seja trocando ideia com alguém, comentando sobre mim, pegando essa live, passando para um amigo seu que você sabe que quer cantar. Então vamos espalhar essa bandeira que é muito forte, é muito importante, principalmente que a gente estava falando sobre as mulheres no metal. E também um lance, cara, que muitas vezes os caras me falam, mano, você só entrevista mulher, você só faz vocal cover com mulher, você não faz vocal cover com homem? Mano, os caras não quer, velho. Os caras não quer. Foi o que eu acabei de falar pra Mara, né? Os caras, tipo, estão moscando, velho. Os caras estão moscando muito. Estão moscando demais. As meninas que estão dando a cara a tapa estão mandando ver, tá ligado? Não é à toa que elas estão com a bola toda e estão conseguindo alcançar o mainstream, né? E tá certo mesmo. Quem trabalha tem que estar lá. As meninas estão trabalhando, os caras que estão moscando vai estar lá. Não faz sentido. Então, eu penso muito assim. Então, basicamente é isso, galera. Forte abraço para todo mundo. Bom descanso. Boa terça-feira maravilhosa para vocês. E até a próxima. acompanha lá no Instagram, acompanha lá em tudo. E quem quiser o slide que eu vou montar aqui, eu vou montar o slide e vou colocar o nome das técnicas. É só você deixar seu e-mail aqui embaixo, tem um link que vai entrar no meu blog, que é no Monstro Vocal. Lá você deixa seu e-mail, que eu vou mandar esse slide para vocês lerem, tá ligado? Quais técnicas elas fazem. Você viu o tanto de técnica que tem nova, mano? Tipo assim, nome que eu nunca vi na vida, tá ligado? E o pior, tem nome que você confunde com um bagulho com o outro. E isso é muito perigoso, tá ligado? Isso é muito perigoso, né? Então, tipo, tem várias coisas aí para ser discutido. Quanto mais se falar, mais se desenvolve. Eu acho que isso é o principal. Fechou? Vou parar de falar, senão chega, né? Abraço para todo mundo, um beijo. Obrigado por ter acompanhado essa live maravilhosa. Tchau, Bruna. Tchau, Andresa. Falou, Lucas. Nice girl. Come to know our Brazil bands. Da hora, da hora. Falou, Will. Falou, Bastini. Até mais, até mais. Forte abraço para todo mundo. Tchau, Luciana. Valeu, galera, por ter acompanhado essa live. E, Felipe, nos vemos na próxima.